Hi guys, it's Cameron from the Mighty Blues. This is my instant match reaction. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 in the Merseyside derby. You know what? That was exactly the performance we needed today. We showed the fight, we showed the passion, we showed the heart. We weren't brilliant, and I'm just going to say this now. Don't let them tell you, because in work, in school tomorrow, they'll sit there and they'll tell you that it was the best game we've ever played, and it was their worst game, and we still couldn't beat them. Don't listen to the bullshit. We weren't brilliant, and neither were they, and a draw I thought was a pretty much fair result. You know, they had a couple of off chances, we had a couple of off chances. But I think both teams in possession were quite sloppy in the game. And I think both teams could have done better. And we could have done better. Make no mistake. You know what we showed today? We showed the heart and passion that we needed to make sure that they got nothing out of that game. We were playing against a team with 12 men. Because Martin Atkinson very clearly is a Liverpool fan. And he is a bad dickhead. But we were playing against a team with 12 men. And we managed to come away with a really, really good point and in a performance that we desperately needed. Listen, they're not all they think they are. They're not all as fantastic as they seem to think they are. If you put them under a little bit of pressure, they'll crumble. That Alisson's the best keeper in the league, apparently. If you put him under a bit of pressure, he crumbles. Same with Van Dijk. And that's what we've done in times in the game. You know, it's just a shame that we couldn't do it a little bit more. We had a couple of opportunities that we probably should have done a little bit better with. For me, the whole of our back line today was absolutely fantastic. Luca Dean, Kurt Zuma, Michael Keane and Seamus Coleman all put a top shift in today, and they were fucking brilliant. Jordan Pickford, the save from Salah, is fucking unbelievable. An absolutely fantastic defensive performance, and yet we could have been better in attack. Of course we could have, because we didn't win the game, so therefore we could have been better. But you know what? It was a game of football that you think, at the start of the game, he's sitting in the pub before it, you think, please, just don't roll over and let them beat us. Please turn up and let's show a bit of fight. Let's show a bit of grit and let's show a bit of passion. And you know what? That's what we showed today. The atmosphere from the fans was absolutely unbelievable from start to finish. On the fucking toes, on the feet, singing, screaming. The use of Tony Bellew's entrance music with the sirens at the start of was absolutely quality. Whoever decision it was to fucking do that, give him a pay rise, because that's an absolute quality decision. It got the crowd up, it got the crowd fiery, and it intimidated Liverpool fans. Their famous atmosphere is a load of shite. It's an absolute load of shite, and I'm telling you, if they win this league, it's a travesty, because they're nowhere near good enough to. In my opinion, they're just not, and I'm sorry if I'm going in them, but they're just not. I'd say there'll be Liverpool fans watching this, but they probably won't be, because they're all going either way now. They'll turn the Sky Telly off and they'll all going either way. Listen, you know what? Today, like I said, we put the heart in and we put the fight in, and we got out a result, which I think was fair, to be honest. We weren't fantastic. We could have done better with certain opportunities, and we could have done better when we were on the ball. There's a couple of opportunities when we give the ball away sloppily. I thought when Richarlison come on, he really showed his heart and he wanted to go, and I thought Bernard was quality all game as well. And I think, you know what, listen, coming out of a Merseyside derby, if you say to any Everton fan, if you say to any Liverpool fan, they'll tell you otherwise, but it's a load of shit. You know, would you take a draw after a Merseyside derby? You'd say yeah. We're sitting here with after a draw, and you've got to say fair enough. You know, it wasn't fantastic, but we showed the fight and we showed the heart that we desperately wanted. You know, we wanted to see, and the fans wanted to see that. The atmosphere was absolutely rocking. Goodison was rocking, and you know what? I want to see Goodison like that when we play Burnley at home. I want to see Goodison like that when we play Watford at home, because if we played like that against teams like Watford and Burnley, we'd have won these games. We'd win these games. If we play like that against Newcastle in December, we'd have won that game. But we don't. We need to keep this going. We need to keep the fight, and we need to keep the passion in these players going. Because you know what, today, we actually showed that we can give it a go, and we can get at people's throats, and we can actually get at teams, no matter how good you are, no matter how, you know, what position you're in the league, we can actually get at you. And we did that. And we did that today. I wonder what Mr. Jurgen Klopp's going to have to say about it being Everton's World Cup final. Well, it certainly wasn't yours, mate, because you were shite. Listen, we got at Liverpool today and we showed that we weren't scared of them. The atmosphere was fantastic from start to finish, and the fans showed that they weren't you know, we weren't scared, we weren't worried, we weren't panicking. So many Merseyside derbies, you go into the game and you think, oh, what's going to happen here? You know, I want this to be over. A lot of our fans went into that game today excited, thinking, you know what, we've got nothing to lose. Let's go at these and let's see what they've got. And that was shown in the atmosphere, that was shown in the crowd from start to finish, and the players fed off that. The players fed off that, and the players put in a shift. Gylfi Sigurdsson today, I thought, was absolutely fantastic. He was chasing every ball down, because he knew in his head that if you chase them down, they will make a mistake. On the ball, they are not great. What happened to their front three? Mane, Salah, fucking small game players, mate. Small game players, but you know what? It's not about them, it's about the Blues, and the Blues put in a tough performance today, and it wasn't perfect yet, because they'll tell you that we were apt, it was our best game we've ever played, and it was their worst game, and we still couldn't beat them. Tell them to piss off, because it wasn't. Because there was times in that game where I got really, really frustrated because we were giving the ball away too easily, we were passing the ball out of play, we weren't creating enough chances. A couple of really good balls went into the box from the left-hand side, and nobody was on the end of it. Theo Walcott, I don't think, had a fantastic game. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I don't think had a fantastic game. But we fought, and we made sure that defensively, we weren't letting them get away with a scrappy goal either. 2 really good challenges from Luca Dean and Michael Keane, and a fantastic save from Jordan Pickford. And again, like I said, I thought defensively, we were absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. And if we go and we put in a performance like that next week, we'll win next week. But at the end of the day, I think a result is a draw is pretty much a fair result, to be honest. Both teams had half chances, nothing really major, and nobody really deserved to win that game. I don't think, to be honest with you. But of course, you'd take a win if you got one. But it never happened. But we showed fight, we showed passion, and we showed heart. And you know what? At the start of the game, in the game preview, that's all we wanted. Show a bit of fight, show a bit of art. If you get beaten by a quality goal by a decent player, then fair enough. But don't get beaten by a scrappy goal where you've let your guard down. Show a bit of fight, be on the ball, and let's get at them. And that's what we done. And we ended up getting a draw out of it, and that's a decent result. We now had a win against Cardiff midweek and a draw against, one of the best teams in the league, one of. So now we go on now. We know what we can do. We know what we're capable of. Let's add a little bit more quality to the team, and let's start taking our chances when we create them. And then let's push on. But overall, Everton 0, Liverpool 0 in the Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. For me, a good result. And you know what? Wasn't a perfect game again, but it was a decent result. And the performance for me, although it mightn't have been technically fantastic, the heart, the passion, the fight was all there. And that's all you can ask for sometimes on days like this. I don't care that Seamus Coleman put the ball out of play, because defensively I thought he had a really, really good game. I don't care if Garnegay put the ball out of play, because I thought the midfield was pretty solid all game. I don't give a shit when they put the fight and the passion in and you end up getting a decent result. Some of the technical shite goes out the window. It's when you don't put heart and passion in and you're giving balls away and you're losing games, that's when it becomes a problem. But you know what? We weren't fantastic, but we got a decent result out of it. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and thank you for watching.